Hello and welcome to Game 7 of the 2024 ALCS. It is the Texas Rangers taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And if you didn't see the last episode, go check it out. And while you're checking it out, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button over there. I greatly appreciate it, but we have a huge game set up here tonight. It'll be Nathan Eovaldi facing Shane McClanahan, the winner, on to the World Series, and the loser will be packing their bags for the off-season. Should be an action-packed game here in Arlington, Texas. As we get a look at the game logs here, Texas took Game 1, Tampa took Game 2, Texas took Game 3, Tampa took Game 4 and 5, and the Rangers were able to battle back and capture Game 6 to force this Game 7 here tonight, as there's the starting pitchers for tonight's game getting warm in the pen, and we are about ready to get this thing underway. As we get a good look at Nathan Eovaldi's stat line for this postseason, he did have to leave the game early with an arm injury, but he is back full health here tonight, and he will start the game against Wander Franco. A 1-1 count. And he takes strike two right down the middle, as you see Eovaldi hitting 97, proving he is back to full strength here in the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Nathan Eovaldi gets Game 7 underway with a strikeout. And now Joey Weimer, in the right fielder, traded from Milwaukee, in with 2 strikes on him. He'll take curveball low and away. Joey Weimer, 2 home runs in this series already. And Eovaldi will deal the 2-2. And another swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the first inning for Nathan Eovaldi. You can see he's come to pitch tonight, trying to send the Rangers to their first World Series since 2011. As in steps in Randy Arozarena with a 2-2 count. Looking to strike out the side is Eovaldi. And that was on the ground to Young at third. Throw on to first in plenty of time. And 1-2-3 go the Tampa Bay Rays. On the mound for the Rays will be ace Shane McClanahan, who got roughed up in his last start, but they did come away with a victory. And in steps in second baseman Marcus Semien, who's had a fantastic postseason this far. And he'll pop that one into left field. It has a chance. Arozarena to the track, and he makes a beautiful catch at the wall. Semien put a jolt into that one, but just got underneath it. As we get a look at the starting lineup for the Texas Rangers, 13 home runs this postseason from this Rangers lineup. And in steps Corey Seager. And Seager puts a drive into this one, carrying to deep left center field. And it's out of here! The Texas Rangers take a first-run lead off the bat of Corey Seager. His 4th home run this playoff run. 428 feet, 104 miles an hour off the bat. And the Rangers jump out to a 1-0 lead. I mentioned last episode his playoff average is pretty low, but when he hits the ball, he makes it count. Just a nice shot into the gap, and now Paul Goldschmidt looking to add on here in the first inning. He'll take ball 2 outside. 286 average from Paul Goldschmidt, 2 RBIs. Definitely not what I thought we were getting when we traded for him, but he's done a good job. As he'll pop that one up, and it'll slice foul into the seats. Goldschmidt, 99 contact versus lefties. That's something very valuable to this team in that 3-hole. McClanahan deals the 2-2. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Inside curveball fooled Paul Goldschmidt. And that'll be out number 2 here in the first. And now Nathaniel Lowe steps in, hitting .306 this playoffs. And he'll swing over top of a changeup, making the count 1-2. McClanahan kicks and deals. And swing and a miss at a slider. McClanahan gets 2 strikeouts in the first, but not before Corey Seager can put the Rangers up 1-0. Now in the top half of the second, 2 outs and 2 strikes on Isaac Paredes. Eovaldi And Paredes hits on the ground, a shortstop. Corey Seager on to first, and another 1-2-3 inning from Nathan Eovaldi. The Rangers will have Garcia, Young, and Carter up next. Garcia hitting .250 in the playoffs. He comes up with a full count on him. The offering from McClanahan. And it's a line shot into left field, and Arozarena just has to take a couple steps back, hit right at him for out number 1. In steps in third baseman Josh Young, who has performed better in the ALCS than he did in the ALDS. He's up with a 1-1 count. And a curveball gets away from McClanahan, almost hit Josh Young in the leg, but he was able to just get out of the way. And so now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off into the seats. Now the count even at 2. Josh Young hits lefties very well. And the 2-2. Crushed! Deep right center! Siri going back, it has a chance! Leap at the wall, it's gone! Josh Young! Another postseason home run for these Texas Rangers to put the Rangers up 2-0 early on in this game. McClanahan, another mistake to capitalize on, and Josh Young did not miss it, driving the ball the other way as Josh Young does so well. 422 feet. And the Rangers are up 2-0 here in Game 7. Evan Carter, rookie sensation here in the playoffs, will step in. And that ball is hit. It's going to die. Off the bat, I thought he had a chance at it. But Weimer, plenty of room to get under it. With how well Carter has hit the ball, you can never be sure. But in steps Jonah Heim, who has an abysmal 100 average here in the playoffs. Steps in with a full count. And he hits that one the other way. Second base Brandon Lowe will be able to track it down, and that will end the second inning here. But Josh Young puts the Rangers up 2-0. We will jump ahead to the top of the 5th. Nathan Eovaldi absolutely dealing here. Facing Blake. Not going to try to pronounce his last name. Signed out of Venezuela. Eovaldi's 2-1 offering. Taken upstairs 3-1 now with Jose Siri on deck. Eovaldi approaching 81 pitches. The 3-1 is a changeup that hangs on him. Garcia has no choice but just look up and watch it fly out of here. The Rays cut the lead in half on one swing of the bat. It's Blake's first career home run, and it couldn't come at a better time, as it is 2-1 Rangers lead now in Game 7 of the ALCS. Just a hanging changeup, and Blake did not miss it. He knew it right off the bat, so did Jonah Heim. An absolute missile out of here. Pretty high up there in the seats, too. And now Jose Siri up with a full count offering. He'll foul that one off into the Rangers dugout. We'll try the 3-2 once again. And a swing and a miss, a strikeout for Eovaldi on a great slider, his 8th K of the game. A nasty slider, full Siri. So there's one out here in the top of the 5th. And the Rangers check on their bullpen as they got double barrel action out there. And in steps Wander Franco. He swings over a splitter. At 92 pitches for Eovaldi. The 1-2 offering. Misses high with the fastball. Wander Franco also signed into the Dominican Republic. Another international free agent for them, as that's going to slice foul. Could have been extra bases if it would have hooked fair. And now the 2-2 from Eovaldi. Is on the ground to Young. Plays it on a hop. And throw to first in plenty of time to get Franco. So there are 2 outs here in the 5th. Joey Weimer up with a 1-2 count. He won't offer at the slider. It's way out of the zone. Count even at 2. Weimer takes inside fastball for ball 3, and now it's a full count with the dangerous Randy Arozarena waiting on deck. Eovaldi's pitch is fouled off into the dugout again. Watch out down there. We'll tee up the 1-2 again as it's pitch 101 for Eovaldi, and it's going to foul off as well. Weimer battling up there. As here comes pitch 102 from Eovaldi. On the ground to Seager at shortstop, throw on to first, and they do escape the fifth, but not before Blake cuts the lead in half and makes this a one-run ball game. Now in the bottom of the fifth, McClanahan still on for the Rays, and Marcus Semien at the plate. He will take ball 3. Now McClanahan has to work out of a hole here against Semien with 2 outs. He comes set for the 3-1. And it's another foul ball, forcing the count to go even here. McClanahan approaching 90 pitches. He offers the full count. And it's low, ball 4. And Semien will be on deck for Corey Seager. Already a home run in this game and a single. Has 3 home runs in this series alone. And a 1-1. Is absolutely crushed! Deep right field, Corey Seager does it again! His 3rd hit of the night, also his 2nd home run of the night. His 5th this postseason, and extends the lead for the Rangers to 3. Corey Seager continues to come through in the big moment for these Texas Rangers. An absolute moonshot, and he knew it right off the bat. So did Paul Goldschmidt behind him, if you saw him there. 389 feet into right field. Eovaldi pitching into the 6th inning here with 2 outs and 2 strikes on Luke Raley. And he swings and misses a strikeout in the 6th. Well over 100 pitches for Eovaldi, but you got to empty the tank here in Game 7. A masterful performance from Eovaldi so far. Now Leclerc on in relief here in the 7th, facing Kyle Manzardo, and that's a base hit up the middle. Eovaldi's day done after 6 innings of 1-run ball. And now it's up to the bullpen to try to get these Rangers to the World Series. And in steps Blake to face Leclerc. He swings over top of a slider, down 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Fouled off straight back. The tying run on deck for these Rays. And he swings and misses at a cutter inside, and now there's 2 outs here in the 7th. Leclerc didn't pitch too well last time he pitched in this championship series, but he looks sharp here tonight. And he will face Jose Siri with 2 outs. Siri takes low, ball 2. Hitting .206 in this playoffs is Jose Siri. And he swings over top of a slider, and Leclerc is 1 strike away from getting through the 7th. And he freezes him with a fastball, hits the corner, and that is the 7th inning for the Tampa Bay Rays. Jose Siri doesn't like the call. Jack Leiter comes in for the 8th as you look at his postseason numbers there. An absolutely electric playoff run for the 23-year-old as that's going to be flagged into the air. Leody Taveras camps under it, and that is out number 1 in the 8th. The Rangers are 5 outs away from their first World Series run since 2011. And Joey Weimer up now. He looks at a changeup high in the zone. Definitely missed his spot there. But he's down 1-2. And he hits a slider the other way, but it is way foul. 103 exit velocity there. So the 1-2 to Weimer again. Leiter kicks and deals. On the ground to Goldschmidt. He dives, but it's foul anyways. Couldn't field it cleanly regardless. So we'll tee up the 1-2 once again. Fastball inside. Count even at 2. The pitch from Leiter. Hit on the ground. It's going to stay fair this time. Goldschmidt fields it cleanly. And now there are 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. And that'll bring up Randy Arozarena. A nice play from Goldschmidt there. Leiter 1-1 count. Arozarena hits it hard but foul. And now he's quickly down 1-2. Here's the pitch from Leiter. Tries to bait him with a slider but can't get him to swing. Count even at 2 now. And he swings at a curveball way out of the zone. Throw to first in time. Jack Leiter with another masterful performance. The Rangers are 3 outs away. And Corey Seager steps in the bottom of the 8th. He is 3 for 3 on the day with 2 home runs. Eflin's pitch is clubbed into the gap of left center field. It'll one-hop the wall. Heading into second is Corey Seager as his amazing performance in Game 7 continues. The Rangers would love to scrape across another insurance run for Craig Kimbrell, who I would have to assume is going to come in here in Game 7. Just clubbing it the other way. Great piece of hitting there from Corey Seager. And that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt 0 for 2 on the day. Eflin's pitch is hit the other way right at Weimer. And Seager not fast enough to tag up on that one. So there will be 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring up Nathaniel Lowe, who already has 2 strikes on him. Eflin trying to get out of this 8th with a 3-run deficit. That ball is crushed, but it's way foul. A hanging curveball from Eflin was hit 110 miles an hour. But he was just out in front of it. Now the 1-2. Hit on the ground to the first baseman. Easy play for Manzardo, but Seager is over at third now, just 90 feet away. A productive out. You would have liked to see that ball sneak through the infield, of course. But now it's Adolis Garcia's turn to try to cash in that insurance run before we go to the 9th. Eflin comes set with the 2-1. And the pitch. Way out in front of a curveball that was outside also. So down to his last strike here is Garcia. Eflin deals the 2-2. He looks at the curveball in a very similar spot to the last pitch. Learned his lesson though. And so the count is full. Eflin will kick and deal. And that's going to be in the gap. Seager will score. Garcia rounding first. He's going to hit second. He might try for third. And the stop sign goes up, but it is a 2-out RBI double for Adolis Garcia. And the Rangers have a 4-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th. As you see Weimer trying to cut the ball off, but it was too deep. It rattles off in that corner. Garcia didn't test his arm there, but might have had a triple, but not going to risk it there with 2 outs here in Game 7. So now Josh Young is up with an RBI chance himself, looking to extend this lead as far as they possibly can, as that's another rip, but it's foul. Eflin leaving some of these curveballs hanging. Got away with one there, as now it's a 1-2 count. Eflin at 50 pitches. It's a slow roller on the ground to low. Young trying to beat it out, but can't. And the Rangers looking for the final 3 outs here in Game 7 to try to make their way back to the World Series. And in comes Craig Kimbrell, a 2.7 ERA here in the postseason. He won Delivery Man of the Year in the American League, though. He will face Brandon Lowe. And it's a 2-1 count. He kicks and deals. As that's a screamer, but it will be foul. 110 off the bat. Evens the count at 2, though. And strike 3 called. It hits the corner. The Rangers are just 2 outs away. And now Luke Raley in. A 2-1 count. Ball 3 high. And Kimbrell comes to 3-1. On the ground, up the middle. Kimbrell can't get a glove on it. And it will be a base hit for the Rays. They're not going to go quietly here in the 9th. A nice piece of hitting off the end of the bat, I believe. Maybe jammed him, couldn't see. But it's a single anyways. And now Paredes trying to get the rally going. Swing and a miss at a knuckle curve. He's down to 2 strikes. Kimbrell kicks and deals. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. Paredes can't believe it. The Rangers are down to 1 out. Manzardo, the only man standing in their way. He fouls off a pitch. It's 1-2. The whole crowd to their feet. Kimbrel comes set. Pauses for a second. Kicks and deals. It's a ball in the dirt, and the runner takes off to second to throw down. Not in time. He is advancing to second. A risky move there, down 4 runs. And now the 2-2 from Kimbrel. A long pause and the pitch. Fouled off again. Manzardo doing the best he can do. Now the 2-2 again. Kimbrel deals. Ball 3. Manzardo putting a great at-bat together under the circumstances. And the full count offering. Fouled off again. What an at-bat from Kyle Manzardo. The crowd getting restless, all on their feet. The full count offering. Popped up, and it's going to be another foul ball. I can't believe this. 8 pitches in this at-bat. We'll try the full count again. Taking strike 3, and the Texas Rangers are going to the World Series. For the first time since 2011, the Rangers are American League champions and will go on to face the Atlanta Braves in the World Series. 2024 American League champs. It's been a long rebuild here in Texas, but we are on top of the American League, and we are 1 series away from world champions, as I hope you will join me next episode for the World Series. And I thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.